Circle meditation, also called gathering meditation, can be an enlightening journey through thought and consciousness. It's a way to reach for people, animals, and places to bring you closer connections and understandings. Depending on how you look at things, this could be a spiritual experience or a mental way to build unity and strengthen your existence. It is also very good for the memory of people or events in your history.
Every creature goes into a meditative state, a daydream, or a passive state. To humans, it is time to be reflective. Think about a future encounter, release stress, or just find a minute to yourself. Instead of thinking of the pressures of the day, you try to see the beauty of life, feel closeness with humans or animals, or even examine our peaceful possibilities. Meditation does not need to be part of a ritual practice, although focused meditation is exceptionally healthy and productive. The circle meditation that we're going to try is effortless, one that we can go through every day at ease. Circle meditation is about connecting with consciousness, or if you prefer, you could say becoming aware of the actual connections you have. Circle meditation is very simple and can be done anywhere. It doesn't require a pose or a position. It can be accomplished lying on the floor, on your bed or couch, or sitting calmly.
Let's first understand a little about circle meditation, how it is performed, and some of the different ways it can be used to support your life. It is simple, healing, and meditative, no matter how you choose to look at existence.
Start by laying on the floor comfortably. From here, imagine a circle that starts inside your chest and gets wider and wider, then eventually takes in your whole body. You could also imagine this as making an orbit around your body. At this point, think positive thoughts about reaching out to others. In this exercise, you should visualize things geographically instead of internally. It's simple. Look at it like a map, that as the circle widens, you see more in every direction. Visualize laying in the center of your environment, with your family, friends, and belongings around you in their normal places. The next step would be to expand your circle wider to take in more area. With each movement outward, slowly think about all the people who would fit into that circle as it gets wider. For example, if you're home, people who are in your house could slowly come into that circle first, while others would fit in later. Widen your circle to include people in your neighborhood. Allow the circle to get larger so that it takes in more friends and family, but also think about people that you don't know personally. For example, people who work at the grocery store, people you see on the bus or at work, etc. It is also good to bring them into this meditative circle. Move the circle wider to reach more people across state and country borders. Think about people as far away from you as possible. When you reach the end of the globe, return the circle back towards you. Bring the circle back home into your heart. Catch a quick view of people on the way back, possibly remembering a few people that you might have missed. There are several insightful ways to use this circle or gathering meditation. You could add animals, places, and organizations into your circle of thoughts. Use it to think about those in need or those who have passed.
We can experience a shortened version of the meditation. This will walk us through an example of an easy sequence. Use this to help you learn how to get started. There is no set time that the meditation should last. Try a long, relaxing meditation or a quick way to gather your positive thoughts.
Let's begin by laying on your bed, couch, or floor. If you're not at home, you can imagine yourself being anywhere. It's time to take a step away from stress and find simple stability. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Keep your eyes closed throughout the meditation. We will visualize our experience. First, visualize a circle that starts in your chest or heart. The circle begins to slowly get wider and wider. Visualize the circle large enough to include your body. Begin to picture others who may come inside the widening circle. The person located closest to you would come into the circle first. Continue to widen your circle and include others. Just imagine their face. There is no need to concentrate on each person. Grow your circle large enough to include all the people in your house and eventually the people that you know in your neighborhood. Don't worry if you forget someone. Bring them in the circle anytime. Spread your circle to start taking in others that you know in your community and eventually in your city. Slowly widen to include other communities and cities. Again, visualize the people who come into your larger circle. Start to include counties and states where you can imagine your friends or family living. Now reach far from your location across country borders. Make your circle cover the earth. Pause for a moment, realizing the world is connected to you in many ways. Now slowly start returning your circle back to your heart. Try to visualize each person again as your circle begins to shorten. Bring the circle closer and closer to your chest. You're back home now, and you've gathered memories, thoughts, and experienced connections you have with friends and family.
You have basically learned all that is needed to participate and experience circle or gathering meditation. You can guide yourself through your own next circle meditation. One time, try to think of everyone that comes into the circle that has helped you in life. In another, think of people who need help. Experiment in different ways and see all your connections.